In a corner of a prestigious museum, there is a painting that stops everyone in their tracks. At first glance, it seems like a familiar scene, a child being fed, an adult figure caring for them tenderly, and a man standing in the background. But something doesn't add up. The person holding the child has a thick beard, a prominent bald head, and a gaze you can't look away from. It's a face that seems full of secrets. Why is this man dressed as a woman breastfeeding a child? What does the inscription on the tombstone, speaking of a miracle of nature, really mean? And then there's the man in the background, silent, almost invisible, yet undeniably present. Who is he? What role does he play in this scene that feels plucked from a strange and unsettling dream? This painting is one of the most enigmatic you will ever see. For nearly 400 years, the image of this man has puzzled everyone. But is it really a man? Her name is Magdalena Ventura, and although it may be hard to believe, she is a woman whose life was immortalized in this extraordinary canvas by José de Ribera, one of the great Spanish masters of the Golden Age. Magdalena was far from an ordinary figure, though her story began in an apparently unremarkable way. For the first 37 years of her life, Magdalena had a typically feminine appearance. She was married and lived an ordinary life, fulfilling the expectations of a woman of her time. However, everything changed when she suddenly started to develop masculine features. Her face grew a thick beard, her body became more robust, and, completing the transformation, she lost the hair on the top of her head, giving her an even more perplexing appearance. In the context of its time, these characteristics were not just a rarity, they were regarded as a miracle of nature. You'll soon find out why I say this. This transformation did not go unnoticed, especially in Naples, a city that was then part of the vast Spanish Empire. It was there that the Viceroy of Naples, Fernando Afán de Ribera, learned of Magdalena's story. Fascinated by this extraordinary woman, the Viceroy decided to make her a sort of curiosity in his court. The Viceroy, a cultured man and a patron of the arts, saw in Magdalena Ventura an opportunity to showcase the power and sophistication of his court. To do so, he commissioned Ribera, the court's official painter, to capture her likeness. Ribera, known for his ability to depict humanity and raw realism in his portraits, not only accepted the commission, but turned it into one of his most iconic works. The painting does not only feature Magdalena, but also her husband, discreetly placed in the background. He appears as a secondary, almost irrelevant figure, which further emphasizes Magdalena's centrality and strength in the composition. Magdalena holds a child in her arms, a child who might or might not be her own, but we'll discuss that further, as it is one of the great mysteries of this work. Next to this woman, on the left side of the painting, we find a marble tombstone with a story carved into it. The title of this Latin inscription reads, "A Great Miracle of Nature," and from there it recounts the story of this woman, the story of Magdalena Ventura, and how she became a curiosity of her time due to her masculine features. Towards the end of the inscription, the signature and date of the painting's completion appear, along with other details of the commission. If we look closely, Ribera placed two objects atop the tombstone. There is a spindle and a mollusk. The spindle is a traditional instrument associated with the feminine role in the household, a direct symbol of femininity and domesticity, while the mollusk serves as a symbol of hermaphroditism. But, without a doubt, the most attention-grabbing element is the child being fed by what we would assume to be his mother. However, this is not entirely clear. Magdalena Ventura was portrayed by Ribera at an advanced age. In fact, the inscription on the tombstone mentions that she was 52 years old at the time of the painting. This raises an important question. Is this child truly her son? We might even wonder if the child was present when Ribera painted the portrait, or if he was added symbolically to enhance the impact of the scene. It is crucial to understand that in Ribera's time, people with characteristics like Magdalena's were often seen as curiosities, or even as monsters, rather than as ordinary human beings. The painter's intention was not to faithfully depict her, but to convey the fascination, bewilderment, and perhaps even the rejection she inspired in her era. To achieve this, Ribera made a bold decision to blend the masculine and the feminine in an image that forces the viewer to confront their own prejudices and beliefs. In this case, the child serves as a powerful contrast. Ribera seems to want to remind us that, despite her masculine appearance, this woman did something that, at the time, was considered exclusive to the female gender, giving birth and nursing a child. But here arises the big question: was the child truly hers? If so, wouldn't her eyes be fixed on him rather than staring at the viewer with such a defiant expression? Or, on the other hand, is the child a symbol added by Ribera to emphasize the story of a woman who challenges all gender conventions? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Today, this painting is housed at the Museo del Prado in Madrid, Spain. Even now, nearly 400 years after its creation, this painting continues to perplex and intrigue those who see it for the first time. And it's no wonder. Who wouldn't be astonished to see a man nursing a child? There's no doubt in my mind that the mix of contradictions in this painting will remain a mystery over time, challenging perceptions and sparking curiosity for years and generations to come. Before you go, I want to share something I'm sure you'll find interesting. If you're as passionate about art as I am, you can now have this or any other historical painting in your home for a lifetime. In our catalogue, you'll find hundreds of carefully selected paintings and even phone cases that you can carry every day to protect your device while showcasing a piece of art. Shipping is free worldwide, and by purchasing, you'll be supporting me in creating more videos like this every week. You'll find the link in the description. Thank you so much for your support. See you in the next video.